some this morning, for some already in the afternoon. It's very exciting that we have so many different time zones. We start in Shavasana today. So make yourself very comfortable with, like we said, blankets, pillows, whatever you need to be comfortable and cozy. Like always, if the connection doesn't work, you can just wave, I see you, or tell me, but normally it works perfectly fine, just that you know. And then find a very comfortable position in which you can stay for a few moments. As always, I will sit down in a few moments so I can guide you better, I can speak better. But you can stay in Shavasana and I will bring you out when we move on. So take a few deep breaths into your body and allow yourself to really arrive at your yoga mat this morning, this afternoon. And allow yourself to let go of everything still bothering you, still in your mind, in your system, and you don't need for this yoga class. So really give yourself some time to arrive here in your space. And use your breath to guide you as a chariot into your body. So your awareness can follow your breath into your body. So you can sink deeper into your body, into your subconsciousness. You can really relax. And then give yourself a little check-in into your body, into your mind. How do you feel today? Without judging yourself, just observe. How do you feel? Maybe you can embrace everything you're coming with today. If it feels comfortable and good, or if it feels uncomfortable, just try to accept and embrace everything here. And then before I introduce you to this topic today, you can imagine growing roots out of your legs, out of your feet, out of your whole body, your pelvis, into the ground underneath you. And with every heartbeat, with every breath, these roots growing deeper and deeper into the earth. They're intertwining with other roots of the nature around you, of other beings. They build a strong network, growing thicker and giving you stability and grounding. You can stay with this picture today whenever you feel distracted or you need to feel grounded. You can always keep this picture in mind, how your roots growing into the earth, giving you stability and grounding, reconnecting you with Mother Earth and with yourself. And that leads me to the topic today. We're going to start in an elementary series. The elements, earth, water, fire, and air, builds the nature on Mother Earth. And today we start with the earth. And the earth has the qualities of grounding, stability, warmth, wisdom, fertility, and so much more. But today we really want to focus on grounding finding stability in our lives and ourselves, and reconnecting with Mother Earth and with our true nature. So stay here for a few more moments. What does it mean to you to reconnect with Mother Earth? What do you need today? Maybe there are impressions coming, pictures, emotions, feelings, colors, whatever comes, take it to you and through our class. And from here, slowly bring a little bit movement into your body while breathing deep into your belly, into your pelvis, waking you up with your breath like after long and deep sleep. And then move your fingertips, move your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Very gentle movements. And then you roll to your favorite side. And from here, very gently find into child's pose. So we start really calm and grounding today. So you let your sitting bones come to your heels. Your forehead is on the ground. Your palms facing the ground. So you're really connected with your mat, with the earth underneath you. And while you're deeply, calmly breathing into your body, we have another picture we take to the class, through the class. Imagine you arrive in nature on a beautiful place. Maybe it's a garden or a park. Maybe it's in a forest, on the ocean. Maybe it's a place you're very familiar with. Or maybe it's a place you don't know yet. Just see where you intuitively arrive. And take your time to look around you for a while in this place in nature. To really observe everything around you, all the colors, all the plants, the animals. And to listen to nature's voice. Maybe you can listen to the leaves, to the wind flowing through the trees. You can smell the earth, maybe fresh soil, plants around you. And you can feel a warm breeze on your skin. And while you're there, you start walking slowly, calmly. And you realize that in one hand you carry a seed, a golden seed. And this seed is the seed for the tree of your life. So you know that you will find a beautiful place where you can plant the seed now while you're walking. And you slowly arrive at the place where you want to plant this beautiful, strong tree. You want to grow in yourself, in this beautiful place of nature. And then you knee down on the earth with your hands, you dig a hole. You feel the earth on your hands, on your fingers. And then, full of gratitude, you put this golden seed into this hole. You close this hole. And you give it some water. Give it some attention, maybe a little prayer. And you know from now on, you take care of this little tree, what is start growing from now on. It's growing this beautiful place of nature within you. And you can feel that this little seed is already growing roots into the earth. Very thin, very delicate at the beginning. But with every heartbeat, with every breath of yours, they're growing thicker and deeper. And I invite you to take this picture through this class, how you take care of this little tree growing in you. So you can observe this seed growing, coming out of the earth and growing into a beautiful, strong tree. And from here, you come on your fingertips. You walk your fingertips a little bit to the front, so just that you lengthen your spine. And then you walk your hands to the left side. So you feel a nice stretch in the right side of your rib cage. Still very grounded. A lot of stability and security on this mat. The beginning of this class. And then you walk back to the center. Inhale here, and with your next exhale, you walk to the right side. Send your breath to your left rib cage. Find length in your side body. And then walk back to the center. And from here, we're going through growing child, but maybe today I will call it growing tree. With our inhale, we come up to our knees, set our toes under. With your inhale, come to a standing position, raise your arms towards the ceiling, and exhale very slowly and gently. You come down back to the earth, to child's pose. And with your next inhale, you can also take breath in between. Take the time you need to come up, to grow to the ceiling. And with your exhale, to come back to child's pose. Do that a few more times in your own rhythm. And to me, this is so beautiful connected to this topic, because we start on the ground in child's pose, almost like a little seed or a little plant. And then slowly, as the season, as the cycle of life goes, we're growing and we carry, maybe open our blossom towards the ceiling. We're in the peak in the summer of our existence. And towards the fall, we slowly come down, and in winter we come back to the earth. And we're part of fertilizing the earth for new growth. That's, to me, a very humble movement here we do. That once more. And then we meet in a standing position when you're done with your last round at the end of your yoga mat. And you bring your palms to the front. This is Tadasana, our mountain pose. And find a lot of stability here. Before we flow to other movements, find real stability on your feet, in your body, with a very straight posture here. Straight but humble. And imagine that roots growing out of your feet right now. And we flow through an earth salutation now. In Vinyasa Yoga, what we practice, we flow through a lot of sun salutations. It's almost like prayers to the sun. And now we want to flow through an earth salutation, so prayer to the earth. With your inhale, raise your arms, interlock your fingers, and with your exhale, lean to the right side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left side, grounding on both feet. Inhale, center, and exhale, flow down, forward fold. And with your inhale, come on your knees, cactus arms, so open your arms, open your heart. And with your exhale, you come down maybe like a snake in a wave to the ground. Ground your forehead, ground your hips, your belly, your chest, your feet. With your inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart slightly, and then come back to an extended child. With your exhale, and with your inhale, come back to your feet. Bend your knees as much as necessary so you can bring your belly on your thighs, and you can touch with your palms the ground or your feet. So really grounding with our feet and our hands. Let your head fall or melt towards the ground. And with your next inhale, bend your knees and embrace your body with your hands. Slide with your hands over your body. Raise your arms towards the ceiling again and exhale. Tadasana. We do that 2 more times. So maybe you can try to find your own rhythm, your own flow here. With your inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, come down to a forward bend. Inhale here, bend your knees. And with your inhale, come on your knees, open your heart. Welcome the new day. With your exhale, come on your front body, ground here, find length. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, extended child pose. You can take as many breaths as you want in between. And from here, you come back to your feet, ground your hands for a moment with your feet, bend your knees as much as you want to. And with your next inhale, come to a standing position and exhale, Tadasana. Once more, maybe with the picture of these roots growing into the earth, grounding you, reconnecting you with the nature and with yourself. Open your heart and exhale, come down to the ground. Very grateful and humble to the earth holding us. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, and exhale to an extended child. From here to your feet. And come up with your hands. Extend and come to Tadasana. Take a few breaths here. Really ground. Find stability already in this simple, easy position. And from here, extend your hands again. Inhale, exhale, calm down. A half earth flow. Raise your heart. And from here, come to a tabletop position. So spread your fingers wide. Even here, we want to find a lot of stability. Your knees are hip distance apart underneath your hips. And we flow through cat-cow while you raise your heart with your inhale and exhale. Pull your navel towards the spine, round in your spine. Do that a few times like this. Your shoulders are far away from your ears. Gentle movements, maybe you circle to the left and the right like a snake. And welcome your body here again with these very intuitive movements. And if you want to, you can also walk your hands to the front and circle to a cobra and back to child. From the left side, raise your heart to the right side. You can also do smaller movements. See what you need right now to wake up your body, to release maybe tensity in your body. And from here, we meet in tabletop again. Tuck your toes under and slowly raise your knees, and we arrive at our first downward facing dog. Walk the dog here, so Bend your knees, left and the right, to lengthen the backside of your legs. And let your heart really drop towards the ground. Find a lot of length in your spine. Your tailbone is the highest point here. And find your still position for one breath. And then center your left leg a little bit. Raise your right leg for three-legged dog. And exhale, bring your right knee up to your belly and to the front, to your nose. So you bring your weight over the wrists. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. A lot of engagement in your belly, in your center. Raise your leg, inhale, and exhale, bring your right knee to the left arm. One more, inhale, three-legged dog, and exhale, you bring your right leg in between your hands. Inhale, come up to a high lunge, a warrior one variation. Raise your arms. Inhale here, exhale, bring your hands back to the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Center your right leg. Inhale, raise your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the nose, engagement in your shoulders, in your belly. Inhale, raise your leg. Exhale, left knee to your left arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to your right side. We increase a little fire here. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale in between your hands. Come up to a high lunge. Exhale, sit down here. Inhale, raise your heart, and exhale, bring your hands back to the ground and step forward to your left foot. With your next inhale, lengthen your spine, half forward fold, and you let your hands slide over the front of your legs. And exhale, bend your knees, slide your hands to the back of your legs down to the earth, forward fold. Once more, inhale, we engage our legs here. We bring awareness to them while we slide and while we embrace them and caress them. Inhale, slide up, long spine, half forward fold, and exhale, on the back of your legs, forward fold. And your feet are hip distance apart. Bend your knees to protect your knee joints and your lower back. Come up to standing position. Raise your arms, look up, and exhale, Tadasana. On the front of your mat this time. And today we want to increase stability and grounding, so we find strength and stability and balance on our legs. And at the same time, we always make sure that we calm down, that we get soft again, and that we cool down to have this nice balance between dynamic and relaxing. Inhale, raise your arms and calm on your toes. So play a little bit with your balance here, with your stability on your toes. And if that works fine, you can bend your knees and you can come to the chair pose, to Utkatasana. Bring your heels to the ground, bring your hands back, like half forward fold in the chair here. Inhale, come on your toes, raise your arms, open your chest for Utkatasana. Exhale, ground your heels, half forward fold in the chair, engage your thighs here. Inhale up, lift your heels. And exhale, ground your heels, come to a forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, hands on your legs on the front, and exhale, forward fold here. Once more, bend your knees, come up with your hands towards the ceiling, and then you come on your toes. You can play around here, and I think nature has a lot of playfulness and curiosity. So we also want to be curious and playful here and see, maybe you can come a little bit up and down, Roll to your heels and to your toes again and see where you find balance. Lift your heels, exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, raise your heart, and exhale, ground your heels, half forward fold. It's a little bit like a skier also. Inhale, raise your heels, come up chair. And exhale once more, half forward fold in the chair. Inhale up, engage your thighs, find stability and at the same time be soft. Exhale, ground your heels, forward fold here. Inhale, half forward fold, and exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Center your left leg a little bit, raise your right one, three-legged dog, and exhale, slowly bring it in between your hands to the front. So your right leg is in the front. Inhale, raise your hands for high lunge here. And find stability. Your feet are parallel like on a trailway and your hips looking to the front. So you find a lot of stability here. And your knee is more or less in a 90-degree angle or a little bit less. So we want to protect our knee joint. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, open your arms, lean back off the back of your heart. And exhale, bring your hands together to the front like embracing a tree. Inhale, open, lean back. And exhale, come to the front. Two more times here. And to me, it's like a blossom opening when the sun is shining on it and closing again in the darkness. Once more, open. And then come to a neutral position and then open to warrior two. So you just change the back foot is parallel to the short side of the mat and your hips open to the long side of your mat. Spread your arms, sit down here. Focus, strength, stability here. And then interlock your fingers behind your lower back. Roll your shoulders back, lean back. Open your heart. And with the next exhale, forward fold with your upper body next to your right thigh. Humble warrior. Maybe a good position to bow down to the earth, to Mother Earth. Then bring your fingers to the ground. With your next inhale, come up to warrior two again. Straighten your front leg. Flip to the front with your right hand and exhale, lean back for reversed warrior here. Also nice heart opener and side stretch. And with your exhale, come to this warrior two, but your front leg is straight. And then lean forward with your right hand and then flip to Trikonasana. So you can bring your right hand on your leg, not on your knee please, so on your thigh or a little bit lower. So you bring your shoulders on top of each other. And if it's fine for your neck, you look to the ceiling. And then you make two big circles in your shoulder with your arm, like windmill your arm. And your eyes are following, so we change perspectives here. Once more. And then bend your front leg, bring your hands to the ground and step back. Warrior, downward facing dog. And if you want, you can always rest in child's pose. If you need a little break, come to child's pose or stay in downward facing dog. Or you can flow through a vinyasa with me. If you flow through the vinyasa with your inhale, roll like a wave to the front into plank pose. Inhale here, find strength. And exhale, knee, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart for cobra. And exhale to extended child and to downward facing dog. Take 2 deep breaths here. And as you exhale, exhale through your open mouth. And very intentionally let go of everything you don't need anymore. Of every tension, of every thought, of pain, of everything you can let go of now. And then center your right leg. Lift your left leg, 3-legged dog. And exhale, step in between your hands with your left leg. Inhale, come to warrior 1 or high lunge. And find stability here first. Maybe you help your left hip to rotate back a little bit so your hips are really parallel and stable here. And inhale, lean back, open your arms out of your chest. And exhale, come to the front, stable legs here. Inhale, also reconnected to the cycle of nature, to the seasons. The blossom is open and the blossom closes in the darkness, in the night, or even in the fall again. Once more. And then come back to the neutral position and open to warrior 2. Now you see my backside, but it's also nice to see from the other side what I'm doing. Find stability, focus, and strength here, and feel how your legs are deeply rooted into the ground. Give you a lot of stability, and how you can grow towards the ceiling from here. And then interlock your fingers behind your lower back. Roll your shoulders back. Lean back here. And exhale. Forward fold into humble warrior. If that's too much for your front leg, you can always straighten your leg. So make sure you work with your own boundaries, with your own body. And then release the fingers. Windmill up to warrior 2 again. Stay here. And then straighten your front leg. Flip your left hand and exhale. Lean back into reversed warrior. Open up for new possibilities, for growth, for compassion and love and curiosity we can find in nature. Inhale, come back to warrior 2 variation, and then pull forward with your left arm, and exhale, come down with your left hand to your leg. And you rather stay a little bit more up so you can really open your chest towards the ceiling than coming down too much and maybe falling towards the ground. So really stay open here. And imagine you lean back on a wall. So you're really in one line here. One more breath. And with your exhale, circle your arm, windmill your arm. And you move with your eyes, with your arms in movement, to change the perspective. And then we come back with both hands to the ground, bend your knee, and step back to downward facing dog. From here, with your exhale, bend your knees, come into child's pose. And maybe your knees are open, like mat distance apart or hip distance apart, so your belly and your chest has a lot of space to breathe. Because we want to use our whole breathing volume, the whole volume we have, to really expand. And take this time to cool down again. Take this time to look inward, to bring your heart rate down, and to find this balance also nature finds. Sometimes it's more dynamic. We're growing a lot. We're going outside. We're showing ourselves. We're playful. We find focus. And in the next moment, we calm down, we release
We let go. We become very soft. We can receive. And this is a wonderful asana to really ground. In daily life, so rarely we lay on the ground with our forehead, with our hands, with our whole body. This is also a beautiful posture, almost like a praying posture, to really be grateful for nature, to bow down for Mother Earth and to yourself. More deep breath into your body. See the picture of the roots growing, of this tree you just planted growing in you, taking care of this tree. Maybe you can already see what kind of tree it is. And then you walk your fingers towards the front of the mat, roll up, and come to a laying position on your belly. Bring your forehead on the ground, your palms, your chest, your hip bones, and also your feet are grounded. And we flow through Shalabhasana. This is a very grounding position as well. And at the same time, we give our organs a nice massage. We help our blood flow and our metabolism to start. With your inhale, bring your arms to the front, lengthen them. And then you can release them to the ground. And at the beginning, if you want to, if you have a sensitive lower back, you can stay with your legs on the ground. Because with your inhale, you lift your arms and your chest slightly out of the strength of your belly, but also your back muscles. Exhale, calm down. We pulsate here. Bring your arms into cactus arms. And inhale like wings. Bring your chest up. Exhale, come down again. Lengthen your arms to the front. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to the ground. 90 degrees angle in your arms like wings. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And if you want to increase a little bit more strength, you can also lift your legs, your knees, your feet. Exhale, come down. We pulsate here always. Inhale up. Exhale down. We do that a few more times. I know this asana can be very intense, but it's very nice to find strength in our body, to strengthen our mind and our spirit, and at the same time to really work with our body. And once more in our cactus arms, come up. Maybe you stay here for one breath. And with your next exhale, come back to the ground. Make a little pillow with your hands so you can bring your forehead to your hands, and then you can swing your butt and your heels from the left to the right to release the spine, to release our lower back. Feel your heartbeat on the ground. Maybe you can feel how life is pulsating through you. How life is really happening within you, and how you truly feel alive. And then slowly come back to neutral position. Bring your hands to your chest, your elbows to the chest, tuck your toes under, lift your knees already, engage your center, and if you want to, you can come in one movement up to the plank position. You could always use your knees. And exhale to your downward facing dog.
And then look to the front of your mat. Bend your knees and step in a few small steps forwards to your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your belly on the thighs so you can touch the ground with your hands. And your legs are engaged and strong, like the stem of a tree. And your upper body is really very soft, like a waterfall flowing down towards the earth. And inhale, come into half forward fold. And exhale over the backside of your legs down to forward fold. And let your upper body really be very heavy and relaxed. Bend your knees slightly, and with your inhale, roll up very slowly, vertebrae per vertebrae, into a standing position. Your crown is the highest point. Find Tadasana here. Open your palms to the front, so you are in a receiving positions. In Qigong, we also say that the front side of our body is the soft side, is the yin side, where we find our organs, our heart, where we have the soft inside kind of our body. And the back side is the yang side, so the strong side, what gives us stability. I think that's a nice picture where we're standing in Tadasana. And I turn towards you so you can see what I do. We found more stability through a few balancing asanas. It's the tree asana, so very perfect for our topic. So you can either bring your heel to the wrist of your right leg. So we open our left pelvis, our left leg. You can also come a little bit more up. Please not on the knee joint, but maybe underneath. Or you can bring your left foot to your thigh. And sometimes you're a little bit in unbalance. I'm a little bit unbalanced too right now, so it's a wonderful exercise to find balance. And if you want, you can put your hands into lotus mudra. So you bring your pinky and your big finger together. And if that feels good, you rise this lotus over your head. So you really grow into a tree. And remember, nature is very playful. And you can fall out and you can come in again. You can change the position. Be gentle with yourself. And then release. And you bring your left leg towards your chest. So find this length, the stability in the back side of your body. The yang side is holding you, giving you structure here. And with exhale, we come into warrior 3. Bring your left heel back, your palms open towards the ceiling. You fly here. Just for a moment, and exhale, calm down. With your foot, you come into sprinter position. So you bring your fingertips to the ground. You can come up and back, make circles here to open our hip a little bit, to feel good in this position. And don't be confused, I just turn around so you can see better what I'm doing. You can stay exactly where you are, because it's gonna be a very creative transition, a very creative flow right now. Very nice earth flow. You bring your left leg to the ground. Inhale, raise your arms for low lunge or Anjalyasana. Exhale, sit down. And then you can bring your right hip a little bit back, so your hip is parallel. And then you lengthen your lower back and find length and strength in your belly, in your lower back. And from here you can sit down a little bit more into your psoas muscle. And bring your hands to the ground from here. Tuck your left toes under, and you can move your right foot a little bit, so your ankle and your knee is not twisted while you walk your hands to the right side. So you kind of like your legs are crossed here. You face the long side of the mat. And then you can lift your legs. With your inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, your sitting bones pulling back. And then you bring your left palm to the ground. You bring your left foot on the outside of your foot. This is Skandasana variation. I know it's a little bit tricky. We do it on the other side again. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, bring your pelvis towards the ground. Inhale up. Exhale towards the ground, and then you find to a sitting position. So your left leg is extended on the ground and your right leg is over your left thigh. If that's too much for your knee, you could always bring your right foot off the inside of your thigh. Then hug your knee, lengthen your spine, and with your left arm, you embrace your right thigh, lift your right arm and twist to the right side to seated twisting position here. And with your inhale, you find length and growth in your spine. It's like an invisible string is pulling your crown towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, you can twist very softly a little bit more to the right side. And your twist always happens from the center of your body. So your navel twists and then your chest follows, then your shoulders follow and your neck too if you want to, or you keep your neck on one level with your chest. One more breath here. And then come back to the front, face your legs, and then you can lay your right leg over your left one. It's a little bit like cow face. If that's too much for your hip or for your knee, you can just bring your right leg next to the left one. So see how it feels, because it's a very intense stretch in your hip. Maybe you can really ground your sitting bones, and then inhale, lift your spine, and exhale, bend forward. Place your hands on the ground wherever they land. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, melt over your legs a little bit more. And always, even if we're in very still positions and deeper stretch like this one, it's nice to give it a little flowing movement, a little pulsation. With your inhale, lengthen your spine a little bit, and exhale, melt down. With your next inhale, come up again. Place your foot on the ground, your right one, and then you just turn to the front. So you are in the sprinter again. I turn around so you can see me better. And from here you step forward with your left leg. Exhale, we're in the front of our mat again. Melt down, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, and exhale, forward fold. And bend your knees, and with your next inhale, roll very slowly to a standing position like a tree growing. Raise your arms, stretch, find length, and exhale, Tadasana. We have a second side. So maybe this movement, this flow is going to be a little bit more familiar to you. On the side, we ground on the left side. Find stability on your left foot. And then you can place your right foot on your left leg. It is not about where you place your foot. It is more about like opening your hip and finding the stability. Or you bring your foot to your inner thigh. And if you want to, you can put your hands in the lotus mudra again, and with your inhale, let it grow. And this asana is called tree because it gives us a lot of strength and stability and grounding. And at the same time, it is very soft and calming down. Also playful. So maybe you can find different qualities. And in every asana and every movement we're doing, you can find different effects, different qualities connected to our flow today. From here, you release. You bring your right leg to the chest. Find length. I just turn so you can see me. You find length in the back of your body. And then lift your arms and slowly with your exhale, bring your right heel back. Every movement slowly in control and fly in warrior three. Palms are facing the ceiling. And with your exhale, bend your front leg and you land in sprinter here. And also here you can make circles in your hip to be a little smooth in your body, to be soft and open. And then you can release your right leg to the ground. For Anjalayasana, lift your arms and sit down here. You can always pull your left hip a little bit back, lengthen and straighten your lower back. It's like hands growing out of your spine and embracing you from the side of your body to the front, so it gives you stability. And from here, then you can sit down from this length of your back. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Tuck your right toes under and walk to the left side with your hands. So to the middle of your mat. Your legs are crossed. You can stay here, or if you want to, you can straighten your legs. And with your inhale, find length in your spine, your crown's pulling forward, your sitting bones backward. And then from here, the right hand comes to the front of the mat and the right foot to the outside. So we come to Skandasana variation. So your left leg is bent. And exhale, sit down. Yeah, looks very, very good. Inhale up. And exhale, sit down on both sitting bones. So if you land, normally your left leg is crossed over your right thigh. If that feels good, stay here. Hug your thigh, your knees, so you lengthen your spine. If you want to, you can bring your foot off the inside of the thigh to release a little pressure from your knee. Right arm to left thigh. Raise your left arm, and with your exhale, bring your arm back and twist to the left side. Your left fingertips give a little impulse to the front, to your back, so it can straighten a bit. You also stay here with this pulsation. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a little bit. And in yoga, we work a lot on releasing every tension from the spine and lengthening the spine, having a healthy spine, because we say that energy is flowing up and down through our body, also through the chakras you're very likely familiar with. And the main energy channels flowing through our spine, and like a network of roots bringing the energy into our body. So this is one of the focus in yoga, to release our spine. That's the reason why I always say lengthen your spine. Exhale, find back to the center, and then either you place your left leg on your right knee, or you bring your legs next to each other, whatever feels better in your hip and in your knee joint. Inhale, raise your arms, lengthen here, and exhale, release to the front. Place your hands on the ground and melt towards your legs. Also pulsating here. Inhale, lengthen your spine, raise your heart a little bit, even if it's just a few inches. And exhale, melt down. And especially when we do deeper stretches, it is nice to fully release and to tell your body that your body can be very soft, receiving, open. And your breath can help you with that. Your breath can help you to really release and relax. And then walk your fingers back, lengthen your spine, put your left foot on the ground and twist to the right so you land on the front of your mat again. Come to your tabletop position. Maybe you want to flow through cat-cow again or release in a few circles so we can really release our hip, our spine, our shoulders, our pelvis, whatever needs a little release. Because we're going through this flow without the tree, we're staying on the ground, but we're going through this flow again. So it is a little bit complicated, and maybe you found out how to move through it. And then we bring our right leg to the front. Walk the left leg a little bit back. So you can come up into Anjalayasana. Inhale here and exhale, sit down a little bit more. You can interlock your fingers on the back of your lower back. Inhale, roll your shoulders back, lean back a little bit. And then release. Bring your fingers to the ground, tuck your left toes under. I stay here, you can see what I'm doing from this side. Then you walk to the right side. So your legs are crossed, you're facing the right side of the mat. If you want to go further, you can lift your legs, you don't have to. You can move your feet, your toes a little bit so your joints are not twisted. And then lengthen your spine and feel like your crown is pulling to the front and your sitting bones to the back. Once more. And then place your left hand on the front side of your mat. Bring your left foot on the outside. Maybe adjust your knee a little bit, right knee, and then lift your right hand to the ceiling. Skandasana variation. Exhale, bring your pelvis to the ground. Inhale up. Exhale to the ground. And then just find to your sitting bones. So your right leg is already above your left one. Pull yourself towards your knee, lengthen. Maybe you can bring your sitting bones equally on the ground. And then your left arm to your right thigh. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, twist to the right. And these twists are wonderful, again, to give your organs a little massage, and twists increase the metabolism, the blood flow, and gives us fire, but in the same time very controlled fire. So it gives us energy, but at the same time you stay really focused and clear-minded. Maybe you can feel into the asanas you're doing. What effect does it have on you? One more breath here. And inhale, come back to the center. Bring your right leg over your left thigh. If not, you can bring both legs next to each other. Lift your arms and exhale, forward folds. And it's not about how deep you can stretch, how it looks like. It's not about improving yourself. It's really about reconnecting with your true nature, with your body, with your mind. And today, strengthen
your mind and your body, finding this focus and stability and growing inner roots. Inhale, come up again, place your right foot on the ground, twist to the left, to the right, sorry. Right and left is always difficult. Come back to the front, into tabletop position. If you want to, you can do a few final movements here before we go to the other side. Release everything you want to release, move everything what wants to move here. Deep, calm breath. And then bring your left foot to the front. Walk your right back. So you come to Anjali-asana on this side. Exhale, sit down. Interlock your fingers behind your back. Maybe this time in another order, so we break our patterns a little bit. Roll your shoulders back with your inhale, lean back into the backside of your heart. Feel hold here. Feel strong. And then release your hands. Bring your fingers to the ground. Tuck your right toes under. And then you walk to the left side. Maybe adjust your feet a little bit so it feels good in your joints. And you can stay here or you can raise your legs. Maybe you walk with your fingertips to the front a little bit. Pull with your inhale the crown to the front and your sitting bones back. A lot of length in your body. And then walk your right hand to the front of your mat. Place your right foot on the side. Raise your left arm. Skandasana. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And come to your sitting bones. Left leg standing on the ground on the outside of your right one. Ground both sitting bones equally. And then hug your left knee, find length. Like this tree growing within you. And then right arm is holding your left thigh. Raise your left arm and exhale. Twist to the left side. Give yourself a few moments here. Your shoulders are far away from your ears. Your spine is very long. You can imagine that your roots growing out of your sitting bones, out of your pelvis into the ground. And your spine is the stem, is the tree growing through your body, out of your crown. Maybe you can already see what kind of tree is growing. Maybe this tree is already carrying fruits or blossoms. One more inhale here. Exhale to your open mouth. Inhale, come back to the center. Lay your left leg above your right one or next to each other. Inhale, raise your arms and exhale, come down. Very nice stretch in the backside of your right leg and opening your pelvis, especially in the left side. And also here, pulsing like nature, like life is pulsing. It's never stopping. It's never stopping. There's always life flowing through you. There's always life happening on earth. So let it flow through you and allow yourself to feel, to be alive. One more breath here. And then place your left foot on the ground, twist towards the right, and turn to the front. From here you find to a sitting position. And you come again to your knees. Embrace your knees And you can bring your forehead to your arms, to your knees. Hold yourself here for a moment. Be gentle to yourself. Be loving and caring to yourself. And then hold your knees, come up, and with your exhale, roll vertebrae per vertebrae to the ground. And place your feet on the ground so that your fingertips can reach your heels. And with your inhale, bring your, make a little back bend. So move your hip so you can open your chest and you can feel that underneath your lower back there's a lot of space. And with your exhale, move your hip to the front so you can really tuck your navel in and place your spine on the ground. Once more, your shoulders on the ground. Inhale, soft back bend. It's like a string pulls your navel to the ceiling. You make a little bridge in your body, and exhale, bring your lower back to the ground. And we stay here. Our lower back wants to be on the ground. Every vertebrae is on the ground, is grounded now. And then you bring your knees towards your chest, over your hips more or less, and place your hands on your thighs, and you give a little pressure with your hands to the thighs. So you want to move your knees back, but your knees hold and give a little pressure to your hands. So you can feel this pressure from your hands towards your knees, and the other way around gives you a lot of strength in your belly and helps you to really ground your lower back, to strengthen your back muscles. Once more here. And then release. Bring your knees to your chest and roll on your spine. Give your spine a little massage, little circles. Maybe you close your eyes already. And then come to the center. And with your right hand, you help your knees to go to the right side. Maybe on one level with your belly or your chest. And your right hand can stay on your thighs. But then bring your left shoulder to the ground. So this is a very nice twist. And your left arm faces the ground, and it can circle up over the ground, over your head. So we have a twist here and at the same time a nice side stretch. But keep your left arm a little bit active so our shoulder joint stays in place here. And maybe you can see that every yoga class, and especially this yoga class today also, is a cycle what closes at the end. We always start on the ground, very calm, like in a sleeping position, very, very calm. And then we slowly start to move, come onto our knees, and slowly, slowly we arrive in standing positions. We flow through our vinyasa flows. We're strong, we're going out, we're in our peak. And after the peak, we're coming down again. We're slowing down, we're calming down, going into final stretches until we reach the ground again. When we reach the ground again, you can really become more and more calm and follow your breath as a carriage into your body. One more breath here. And circle down your left arm. And then bring your knees back to the center, over your chest. Come back into neutral position. You can place your hands on your thighs, and with your inhale,
You can help your legs to lengthen here just for a moment. They can also be bent. They don't have to be fully stretched. Important is that your whole spine is staying on the ground. And exhale, bend your knees again. Maybe you roll in a few circles over your spine again. Give it a little massage. And then bring your knees back to your chest and bring them to the left side. Your left arm can stay on your right thigh. Bring your right shoulder back to the ground. And then you can circle your right arm up over your head. So you can have a little side stretch in this twist too. Keep your arm a little bit active to keep your joint in place. And from here, release. And in Qigong, they have the philosophy. I know we're not doing Qigong, but I think it's a good example. The philosophy to only engage the muscles you really need. And everything else you don't need to engage can release, can really relax and be soft. Especially towards the end of the class, only engage the part of your body needs to be engaged and try to relax as much as possible. Try to relax everything what doesn't need to be in tension here. One more breath here. And then first circle down your right arm and bring your knees back. And if you want to, if you have a block or a pillow or a blanket, you can place it underneath your lower back, underneath your butt. And then you can lift your legs. Maybe they're bent. If you are on a wall, you can also face the wall with the back side of your legs and lean your legs on the wall. Or you just stay here for a moment. If you want, you can also bring your arms up. We call that dead beetle or just beetle. And it's very nice. We can rotate our wrists and our feet here, ankles. And it's a very grounding position because it brings pressure through our legs and our arms to our shoulder joints and hip joints. And they really can settle down again, these joints. You can stay with your arms up or you place your arms on the ground if that's too much. Just really try to enjoy this position. Calming down here, centering our energy back to our heart. Feeling this nice pressure in our hips. To really be grounded also in our hips, to be stable there. From here you can bend your knees, place one foot after another on the ground and just lift your butt as much as you need to. Bring the blanket out and then you can prepare yourself for Shavasana. So if you need to be warm, you can wear socks and sweaters, you can use blankets. It's always nice to have a blanket on your body to really ground. And if you want to, for your lower back, you can bring a blanket underneath your knees. So your lower back is a little bit released. And make yourself as comfortable as possible. This is really a position where you should feel incredibly comfortable. So you can really release, really let go, really relax. And as always, I'm gonna sit down while you in Shavasana, just to hold space here to guide you through. And I will guide you out when we're done. Make a few final movements, so you can really stay here for a few moments, really relaxed. And then close your eyes. Give your legs and your arms enough space from your body so you really can take space here. Sometimes in life we feel like we're too much. We're not allowed to really take space in our life. And now feel really that you have a lot of space and you can take this space. And then allow your awareness to follow your breath into your body. And to integrate everything we did in this class, to integrate our topic, our movements, everything you were with. Allow everything to really settle into your whole system, into your body, into your mind, and relax deeply. And I give you a few moments of complete stillness you can be in, and afterwards I will guide you through a little meditation. But for now you can stay with the pictures of the tree growing within you, or you can just thrive. Shavasana. And I will start with a little journey for you, with a little meditation, and you can just stay in Shavasana. You don't have to move, stay as relaxed as you are. You're also free to wake yourself up and sit down if you feel more comfortable with that. But like I said, you can really stay here and follow my voice into this little journey. Or you just stay in your own space, whatever feels good to you. If you come on a little journey with me, then imagine that your awareness is in a chariot, in a golden chariot, in a golden carriage, and follows your breath into your heart. In the center of your heart, you can climb deeper and deeper into your body. You can climb deeper and deeper into your subconsciousness, your heart center. You can let yourself fall. You can relax deeply and let go of your daily awareness. And while you go deeper and deeper with your consciousness into your body, into your soul, you arrive back in this beautiful natural place we visited at the beginning of the class. You arrive back in this beautiful garden, the park, the forest, mountain or beach or fantasy world, whatever you are in. Come back. Allow yourself to really arrive there, to feel your feet, your naked feet on the ground underneath you. Maybe it's grass or sand, or soil, stone. What do you feel on your feet, on your soles? And while you arrive there, you feel deeply grounded. You feel deeply relaxed and awaken. And then look around you again. You realize that you're surrounded by nothing but nature, maybe animals, this variety of colors of life happening around you. Really enjoy it with your eyes. And then you listen to your own breath. And your breath sounds like the wind flowing through the trees around you. Maybe you listen to some insects or birds. What do you hear? Maybe water running. And then you smell the fresh smell of pure nature, of soil, of forest, maybe salty air of the ocean, the sweetness of flowers around you. And you feel a gentle touch of the sun, maybe a late winter sun or a spring sun, and a gentle breeze on your skin. And while you're fully aware of your senses, of all these impressions, you realize that your tree you just planted is growing into a beautiful, mature, stable tree. Your tree is not a little plant anymore, it is a real big tree. And you walk to your tree, lay your hand on this tree, feel the structure, and it gives you immediately a big smile, opens your heart. And then you sit down on your tree, you lean against it. Maybe you even embrace, you hug your tree, or you just feel your tree with your hand. And this tree invites you to close your eyes and have a little conversation, a little energy exchange. While you're sitting on your tree, you feel that time stops in this moment. Time is not existing anymore, it's just this moment. You feel nothing but peace, stability, grounding, loving compassion, awakening, the wisdom the tree is giving you. Then you see your own roots growing out of your body, out of your legs, your feet, your pelvis into the ground. And reconnecting with the roots of your inner tree of life. These roots together connect with all roots existing on this earth, with all the other plants, with all the other animals, with other human beings, with spirits, with every life existing. And it's building a huge network all around the world. in constant exchange. You feel with your inhale that all the energy surrounded by you, you can inhale and it's healing and refreshing you, giving you new life. And with your exhale, you give all of your energy to the earth, to Mother Earth. You can let everything flow into your roots. And stay with this wonderful exchange. You realize that you need the nature around, that you need Mother Earth. And at the same time, Mother Earth needs you equally. And you can feel the healing energy, grounding stability, and the touch of life within you, the wisdom of nature. And while you stay in the space of timelessness, you know that you carry all these impressions, all these thoughts, all these feelings within you all the time. And now you start breathing deeper into your belly again, into your body. Slowly travel back with this golden carriage with your breath. Travel back to your yoga mat, into your body. And on your own pace, in your own speed, slowly, slowly move your fingers, your toes, circles in your wrists and your ankles. Little gentle, soft movements as you wake yourself up from a very deep, long sleep. And then maybe you bring your arms over your head, stretch. And then you roll your body to your favorite side. Stay there for a moment. Feel that you hold on Mother Earth, that she is holding you, that you hold yourself. And then slowly find into a sitting position of your choice. Whatever is comfortable to you. Close your eyes again to finish, to close the class with me together. And then bring your arms to the ceiling. Bring your palms together into your heart. And bring your forehead towards your fingertips. Thank yourself for the time you took yourself for this yoga class. Give yourself the most beautiful smile. And I thank you so much to make this class possible, to join. And my light sees and bows to the light in you. Namaste.